This episode of the LCTV News is brought to you by Encompass Health, Rehabilitation Hospital of New England, and North Shore Community College. If you have the will to attend college, we have the way for you to earn your degree.
Hello and welcome back to LCTV News. I'm Dani Vittori, and this week was a mix of forums and late summer activities. Representatives from Masshire joined us on the Lowdown to discuss their newly minted program in collaboration with North Shore Community College. Here's the news for Friday, August 25th, 2023. Beginning this fall, thousands of pre-K students will begin classes at the Virginia Barton Early Childhood Center. Barton died in 2010 at the age of 82, leaving behind a legacy of advocacy and public service. She was one of 8 children and a lifelong educator, as a retired Lynn Public Schools teacher and principal of Pickering Middle School. Barton held additional roles working for Lynn Economic Opportunities, co-chairing Citizens Against Racism, and was a board member on the Greater Lynn Racial Harmony Committee and president of the North Shore NAACP. According to her daughter Patricia, her mother would be proud to know her legacy lives on and is being used to educate the next generation. A sign bearing Virginia Barton's name will be installed this fall in front of the school. Beginning this fall, those 25 and older can get into the classroom as North Shore Community College will be offering them free courses. Through this program, Mass Reconnect, which was funded through the Massachusetts fiscal year 2024 budget, students who have not previously received a degree of any kind can pursue a degree at any public community college. The only requirements are students must be at least 25 years old and be enrolled in at least 6 credits per semester. The president of NSCC believes that this will help alleviate one of the biggest hurdles to completing higher education, affordability. It will also help the local economy by creating a more educated workforce. Last week, Express Yourself Open Mic was hosted at the Walnut Street Cafe. Emerging artists from Lynn and the surrounding area came together to showcase their skills for the live audience. Here is more from the event.
The lightning I got in a bottle, I'm a fourth eager team, present the manage of heaven obtained, keeping my cool, tempered and stainless, I'm a steel, sword of the fearless. Warm air when I rise, storm in the sky, looking too cute, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, going inside.
What's good? You're just kicking it here with Leli. We're here at the Walnut Cafe in Lynn. For the Express Yourself event. Well, we have amazing artists, so I'm just very happy to be here, and I appreciate everybody being here. I am the headliner. So actually, Sean and J Plus reached out to me, and they were like, hey, do you want to come perform? And someone else was headlining, and then I performed, and then next thing you know, they said, you're the next headliner, and then that's just, I'm here. I've always been a class clown, but music. I'm an R&B singer. I do a little hip hop here and there. I sing in Spanish as well. So, yeah, I'm just trying to try something new every day and see if I just get better and sharpen up my skills, you know what I mean? So it's important because you get to meet a lot of new people. You get to really practice your craft, because people are afraid to start because they're like not at their best. So I feel like events like this gives them an opportunity to practice, gives them an opportunity to, just market themselves and meet new people and just, get inspired. You know what I mean? So it's very important to come to these events. And yeah, that's pretty much. I lived in Lynn half of my life. Yeah, my second home. I live in Salem right now. And I love the people here. They show so much support. Every time we come to these events, you know, there's more and more people that show up. It's really getting popular. So if you're not here, make it to the next one.
The City of Lynn is asking residents to partake in a digital equity survey being conducted by the Massachusetts Broadband Institute. They're in the process of identifying how to distribute the $147 million in funding from the National Broadband Equity, Access, and Deployment, with the goal of improving people's access to fast, affordable internet, which is needed from job searching to services. According to the U.S. Census, 84% of households had a broadband internet subscription from 2017 to 2021, with affordability being the largest barrier to internet access. The survey will be available in 9 languages, including English, Spanish, and Portuguese. Greater Lynn Senior Services has been awarded a second grant to help Mass Care for All and Mass Health spread the word about the newly re-enrollment period for Mass Health members, beginning in April of 2023 and continuing until March 31st of 2024. Staff members have been attending councils on a variety of topics, including aging and food distribution. According to GLIS CEO Catherine Burns, there is confusion around the process due to the annual enrollment being suspended during COVID-19. GLIS will be holding office hours at the Phoenix Food Hub to help people with the process of updating their address, phone number, and email to ensure they get their blue envelope from Mass Health. To make an appointment, call or visit their website for more information. On Saturday the 19th, Friends of Lynn and Nahant beaches hosted another in a series of beach cleanups, this time at Red Rock Park. A combination of community members and local delegation representatives came together to collect trash and help preserve the beautiful landscape. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Jenny Armini. I am the state representative for this part of Lynn and Swampscott and Marblehead. The Friends of Lynn and Nahant Beach have organized a cleanup of the beach and the surrounding area. It is a gorgeous day to come out and give back to the community. So there are people here with buckets and pickers, wearing gloves, and just getting in there. And I have to say, DCR, which runs this park, has done a fantastic job. It is actually pretty clean to start with, but we've still managed to find garbage. You know, this is a gem of a resource. We all love living here. It is, when you look around and you see how beautiful it is, it's important for the community to keep up this incredible resource so that everyone can enjoy it. And, you know, it's a wonderful community effort. Keeping our environment clean and healthy keeps us clean and healthy.
Aram Allen Jr. was arraigned as an adult on the 23rd, facing a murder charge for the stabbing and killing of 17-year-old Daniel Santles outside Alpha convenience store on the evening of the 22nd. 15-year-old Allen is currently being held without bail following his arraignment in Lynn District Court, where he entered a plea of not guilty in front of his and the victim's family. A second suspect, whose name has yet to be released, was also charged with the possession of a deadly weapon. Allen is expected back in court on September 20th, with the incident being investigated as a joint effort between the Lynn Police Department and the State Police Detective Unit. In a statement released by LPS Superintendent Dr. Yvonne Alvarez, quote, "We are saddened to learn about the violent act and loss of life that occurred on Tuesday night. Student and staff safety is a primary concern for the Lynn Public Schools and Lynn English High School. The district and school are acting immediately with legal counsel to ensure school safety for all," end quote. Next on the T, the sports update. In 8 rounds between James the Pitbull Perkins and Steve the Savage Sumter, the decision came down to the judges, giving Sumter the victory with scores of 76-76, 80-72, and also another 80-72. Both fighters landed their fair share of blows, but no knockouts were recorded in the match. Perkins did bring Sumter to the mat, but it was ruled to be after the bell. The winner moves to 12-1-1 with the loss, while Sumter remains perfect at 9-0. The Red Sox put some space between them and division rival Yankees when they swept the Pinstripe team in a 3-game series. In each of the first 2 games, Boston drove 8 runs across the plate. This was in large part due to Luis Uriel, who knocked a grand slam in the 2nd inning on the 18th against the New York ace Garrett Cole. They followed this with 9-4 and 7-3 losses to the Houston Astros to begin the last leg of their road trip. The Sox found themselves down again 3-0 to the Space City Players on the 23rd, but battled all the way back to force extra innings, where Adam Duvall was the hero. After fouling a ball off his foot and hobbling around for a few minutes, he launched the next pitch into the left field seats for a 3-run homer to secure a 7-5 victory for Boston in 10 innings. They split the series by winning the final game in blowout fashion 17-1 and now return home to Fenway. The Patriots won their 2nd preseason game 21-17 against the Green Bay Packers. Bailey Zappi went 10 for 22 with a touchdown. Running back Ramondre Stevenson ran for another as newcomer Keyshawn Butte completed the trio with a 42-yard receiving touchdown. They play the Tennessee Titans tonight to wrap up the preseason before facing the Philadelphia Eagles at home to begin the regular season on September 10th. This week on The Lowdown, we welcome 2 members from Masshire to discuss a recently launched program which allows students to take classes at North Shore Community College while also getting practical experience at one of the local hospitals. Here is The Lowdown. And welcome to the Lynn Lowdown. I'm Dani Vittori, and today we have on 2 guests from Masshire to talk about their new program and grant. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
So first things first, I'll have you just quickly introduce yourselves and your titles.
Sure. My name is Marcia Griesdorf, and I'm the training manager for this training grant, for the Behavioral Health Training Grant.
Fantastic.
My name is Nilsa Viera. I'm the career coach advisor for the Masshire.
And this grant for behavioral health sounds really interesting, really combining education with practical experience. Did you want a quick overview on it?
Sure, I think I can, I'll start with that. It really came into being probably 2 or 3 years ago, pre-COVID. We at the Masshire Career Center Workforce Board partnered with 2 local employers, Salem Hospital and Beverly Hospital, and together we worked with North Shore Community College to develop a program that would combine an educational opportunity with an employment opportunity in healthcare for folks to come aboard and learn the industry and perhaps develop a career.
Sounds fantastic. And you've now increased that to, I think it's 4, you said, different places that you work with, or is it still 2?
So Beverly Hospital actually has 3 locations.
That's what.
They have a location up in Gloucester, Addison Gilbert Hospital. They have a location in Beverly, and then right here in Lynn, Bay Ridge Hospital, which is a recovery addiction hospital. And then we work with Salem Hospital.
That's fantastic. And you said, what is involved with the employment piece of this?
So the employment piece is, which is really the driving force behind this program, is for folks to come into the healthcare setting and learn how to be a mental health counselor, work in the addictions and behavioral health arena, with the ability to combine education at the same time. The grant pays for education. The education piece of it includes a preparation course. So for folks that have not been in an academic setting for a period of time. It prepares them to go into the academic setting. And then there are 6 3-credit courses that take place over the course of a year while they're being employed. So North Shore Community College, a strong partner with us in this program, has developed a special curriculum to help educate folks within this arena and prepare them at the end of this to even take those credits and transfer them to other programs. And all of the education is paid for by this grant.
That sounds just absolutely fantastic. And you're the, as you call it, the frontline person. You work with a lot of people who apply for it. So what would that process look like?
They usually reach out to me, and we would kind of schedule a good time so that we could sit down and do the intake process of that. Once I obtain all the required documents, application, and I feel that they qualify for the program, then I'll just go ahead and pass it on to the North Shore Community College, and they will just go ahead and register them in there. It is a great career and opportunity for individuals who are looking to better their career. It is exciting to be involved with the hospitals that are giving us the opportunity to hire these individuals so they could be able to learn and earn.
And what's the balance between employment and education? Like how much in a given week, how long are they working, and then when do they go to school?
So school is all virtual. It's one night a week, Tuesdays, from 6 to 8. Employment is full-time, 40 hours a week. We have various schedules that can be to kind of work with the applicant. So if somebody needs to work a second shift or a third shift, those are available. But it's 40 hours a week, one night virtual for education.
So they really become immersed in the professional setting. And this is their full-time job.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is a full-time job, but the hospitals have developed a mentoring program so that while these new employees are learning the requirements of the job, they have somebody to help mentor them and to help them with orientation and onboarding and learning the healthcare environment. So it's kind of two very strong pieces at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're learning, having a mentor, which is all a fantastic thing to have. And you said you're the program manager and you work for Career Center. So how do you two, you say, work together to make this project work?
Okay. So basically, Nilsa is the front person. She is the person, if somebody is interested in this program, we have her contact information, and Nilsa does all the work, the intake work with the applicants. And there are certain requirements. Somebody, for instance, you would have to have a high school education or a GED equivalent. You would have to meet the requirements of vaccines that are laid out by the hospitals, whether it's just the usual vaccines or COVID, whatever that might be. A background check is done. Nilsa can help with the development of a resume. If someone does not have a resume, she can help them. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes. So what we do is meet with the individual. If they feel that they need some assistance with the resume, I would just come along and prepare like a template and forward it to them so that they'll be able to kind of put their information in there, and then we take it from there and kind of build that resume for them, And
there are also workshops, interview workshops, to help people prepare for the interview process, the employment process. Somebody maybe has never done interviewing before, or maybe hasn't done an interview in a long time. We can provide all of those tools to help somebody be successful through this process.
You really provide, you said, the start to finish. And if someone gets into the program, how long does it run for?
It runs a year. There are 2 cohorts. One started last year. One will begin this coming February. The ultimate goal of this particular program was 40 participants, and it was 20 last year and 20 this coming year, and we were looking for 10 either underemployed or unemployed participants and 10 incumbents from our 2 participating organizations, Salem Hospital and Beverly Hospital. So they may have someone who works in dietary or works in housekeeping or transport, and they might be interested in upskilling their career, and this is an opportunity for them to avail themselves of that opportunity through this grant.
And looking to the future, what would you say is sort of the ultimate goal, like really what you hope comes of this grant?
Well, we hope that it will continue, that we will be able to serve the community and help folks that don't have the skill set to be successful in today's environment obtain those skills in education. That's obviously one goal. A lot of people that come into this kind of a program and are working in behavioral health have a track in mind, maybe to be a social worker. So we are going to help those folks who want to build their careers. This is a starting point for them.
Absolutely.
And one interesting thing I noticed on your website, you said what happened with COVID, it created quite a few openings within the healthcare profession for one reason or another. So did that kind of change your approach with the grant or no?
It certainly has changed. Yes, the short answer is yes. We all understand and have seen what's happened since COVID, and it has severely impacted the healthcare industry. Behavioral health, mental illness is something that we see and read about every single day, and to staff for the level of acuity that we're dealing with is a challenge. So it has been a bit of a challenge. A lot of people left healthcare earlier than they thought in their careers, so it created many more openings. But we've got a great team and a great staff, and we're out there trying to let people know that we have these wonderful, wonderful programs that can help them obtain the level of success that they would like to in their personal lives.
And you're both from Lynn, you're both locals, so, and really talked about how important it is to give back and to help others. So how does it feel being really the front people for this grant?
It feels absolutely good because you see a few individuals who are seeking for the career. You could see that it's coming in, and you could see that, and just to be part in helping them out, it's good to help the people out and give them an opportunity.
Definitely. It's every day is a challenge, but it's exciting and very gratifying and satisfying.
Oh yeah, it's definitely. So it sounds like such a phenomenal program, and I want to make sure that are there any points that I didn't touch on or that you didn't get a chance to mention that you wanted to make sure we put in?
Well, I think that the benefit of this program is the fact that the school is paid for. It's a grant that it's completely paid for, and that they have an opportunity to interview to one of these hospitals that are, available to them. And if it's great even to have them, some of them come up and say, hey, I want to work for the health field. So they get an opportunity to interview and then meet with somebody and get hired. So it's a great benefit, and it's an online that they could, do your classes online, benefits on that. They get to build their career. It's awesome. I think it's great, an opportunity.
I would agree. It's education and employment. It's nothing better.
It allows people to get those opportunities and doesn't allow cost or maybe situation to get in the way.
Right.
No, not at all. We've tried to remove barriers, and it's just a great program, and it's an exciting program.
It is. It is. And I'm not sure if Marcia had mentioned this, but the employment detail, all jobs are full-time. Okay, and they have competitive benefits, which is good. And their job title is mental health, as Marcia had mentioned. And they do have a start salary range there from 20 to 23.
Wow.
Okay, so it is a, you know, it depends on the experience, but it's a great opportunity. I see it coming for other people.
You can tell you're both so enthusiastic about it and so engaged in it, and I always love to see that. And I want to thank both of you again for coming on to speak about it.
It was our pleasure.
Yes, it's
Thank
our
you for
pleasure.
having us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anytime. And once again, I'm Dani Vittori. This has been the Lynn Lowdown, and we'll see you next week with more guests. Now, the community calendar. Splash Pad Fun Day is this Sunday the 27th at the Lynn Tech Splash Pad. Hosted by Healthy You Nutrition, Sin City Project, and Ward 6 Councilor Fred Hogan bring the whole family down for a day of fun and relaxation. From 12 to 3 p.m., enjoy this unique way to stay cool in the heat. Next Thursday, the 31st, the Public Health Department is hosting an annual Recovery Month event. There will be resource tables from organizations such as Peer Recovery Center, Healthy Streets, Girls Inc., Lynn Comprehensive Treatment Center, and more. Come by to remember those we have lost and what can be done to prevent overdoses. Beginning next Friday, September 1st, and running through Sunday the 3rd, go to St. George Greek Orthodox Community, 54 South Common Street, for the annual Greek Festival. It will be open from 5 to 10 p.m. on the 1st, 12 to 11 p.m. on the 2nd, and 12 to 9 p.m. on the final day. There will be cultural food, entertainment, and creations from local artisans. That is all the news for this week. Stay tuned for more information for these and all events happening around the city by going to lyntv.org. Also subscribe to Lynn Community Television on social media for breaking news and press releases. And visit Lynn Community Television on YouTube for videos made by both staff and members, all for free. I'm Dani Vittori, this is LCTV News, and we will see you next week.